Lifeweaver is the brand new hero coming out at the start of Season 4. He's a support, and I was lucky enough to have early access to him and figure out the depth of his abilities. He has an incredibly high skill ceiling and is really fun to play. Whether you want to play him or not, you need to watch this video. His abilities are super intricate and the minute details of them are not obvious and not explained. Except in this video, starting now. Healing Blossom. Holding left click slows down your movement speed and charges a heal. It caps out at 65, but you can release at any time to do the amount of healing that the indicator displays. Keep in mind, the more you spam it, the more ammo you're going to use. You only have 12, but it's pretty easy to reload. More on that later. The way you want to use it depends on the situation. If you have multiple people on low health, rather than charging it to the full 65 every time, you should just charge it to 30 or 40 and alternate between each of the heroes that you want to heal, so that each of them holds enough HP to actually survive getting shot. Whoever you're not healing could die in the time that it takes you to charge to a full 65. It's really situational, but that's generally the way I found myself healing while I was playing. You can also pre-charge the flower if you think a teammate's about to take damage and instantly heal them for 65. The most efficient way to heal a tank is to spam 65s at them, but it takes forever. He definitely feels like a support that needs another support with more healing, like Ana, Moira, or Bap. You must have LOS when you throw the heal, but you can break it as soon as you throw it and you can charge it without line of sight. You can swap weapons by pressing 1 and 2 or scroll up. I changed mine to mouse 4 because I found it easier. You're going to be doing a ton of weapon swapping, so find a bind that's comfortable for you. His weapon is called Thorn Volley. It shoots 60 bullets, has no damage fall off, and a pretty big spread. It can burn people relatively fast at close range and is good for spamming at the other team, but it kills very slowly from far away. You can avoid reloading completely by swapping between weapons. Holding out your heal for a period of time reloads your thorns, and holding out your thorns reloads your heal. A good guideline to go by is shoot 40 bullets in order to reload your heal, and do a full 65 heal in order to reload your weapon. A perfect Lifeweaver would be extremely efficient in swapping between weapons and almost never have to reload. Life Grip. Pressing E within line of sight of an ally brings them directly in front of where you are both standing and looking when you hit E. That means you can't do turn hooks like Roadhog can. It also gives a protection shield that stops them from taking damage as they travel. The shield does not cleanse. You are slowed for a brief period when you pull them, but you can jump out of it or walk out of it pretty fast and you don't have to stand there the entire time, especially if you're pulling someone from far away.
Safety in numbers.
You only have to have line of sight when you press E. You don't need it before, and you don't need it while they're traveling. It's pretty much an instant cast time, so as long as you have LOS for a very small fraction of a second, you should be okay. There are tons of possibilities with this. The most useful one is to just save anyone from a bad situation by pressing E on them. You can also use it to stop your Ryan from charging in too deep, or any tank that's just gone too far. You can basically undo any stupid mistake that your teammates have made. It's really nice. You can also be proactive with it. You can pull a teammate high nooning or death blossoming, or you can even pull someone in front of you to tank bullets for you. It also works on Bob, so you can move him too if he's in a bad spot. Maybe your Genji messed up his blade and has no more dash resets. You can stand in front of an enemy and pull your Genji to you. You can also use it to pull your teammates off the map if you're into that. Rejuvenating dash. By pressing shift, you activate a short 8-directional dash, which means you can press WASD to jump whichever direction, no matter where you're facing. Standing on the ground stops you quickly, but if you jump before you dash, there's a brief period where you travel with more speed while you're falling. From what I've tried, you cannot bounce or diag with it. Petal platform. Pressing right click throws a flower. It's a really fast projectile that's unlike any other in the game, so you have to get used to it. I would practice in a custom game with no cooldowns. Using it puts a flower down on the ground. If anyone, including the enemy team, stands on the flower, it will rise. This is its max height, but the height of what's above it changes how high it goes. You can stand anywhere on the original flower, but when it goes up, they expand, and you can't stand on the very edges that come out as it goes up. You can keep vertical momentum by jumping as you're being lifted. If you combine this with a dash, you can pretty much go anywhere. The platform has 400 HP and can be broken by enemies. You can also press your interact key at any time to destroy the platform. This is the most exciting ability out of all of them, and actually gives you a ton of survivability. If you're ever in trouble, you just go into the sky. Or maybe you're inside of a room, You walk into a doorway and lift yourself, and there's only one direction they can shoot you from now. You can lift a high noon, a visor, a diva bomb, get your entire team high ground, flank bastion, Maywall plus flower, lift your team as you get shattered, lift an enemy Orisa ult, lift your team out of May freeze or grab. You can pull people up to you on the flower. You can cancel Mercy res with it. You can body block someone from wall climbing back up with it as well. If you get knocked off the ledge, you can dash and then place the petal to get back. There's so many uses for this thing, and I can't even think of them all. That's like probably half of them. I'm so excited to see how good players will constantly be using this thing, and I'm sure there are tons of things that none of the creators have even thought of while we were playtesting. Your ultimate is the Tree of Life. It has 1000 HP and instantly heals everyone within the range of when you use it. After that, it pulses healing every 2 seconds for the remainder of the duration. It can be broken by the enemy team and instantly destroyed by Sombra EMP. It body blocks people and bullets, so use it to trap them in places or to protect your team from fire. The radius is a sphere, and you can stick it on the platform, but if you break the platform, it will fall. Lifeweaver's passive is Parting Gift. When you die, you drop a flower that heals people on either team, whoever picks it up.
I'd heal that, but, you know.
And that's it. I cannot wait until this hero is in competitive. I've been playing support at a top 50 level for years and years, so if you need somewhere to watch high-level Lifeweaver gameplay, come to my stream, twitch.tv/sk. Have a good day.